Good morning. Please be seated. We will be starting the program momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention for an important safety announcement? Rhode Island law mandates that all places of assembly make announcements to make the public aware of its surroundings. In the event a fire alarm sounds or you are asked to evacuate the building, please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. At this time, please take a moment to locate the nearest exit. Our trained staff can assist you in pointing out the nearest exit and will also direct you to one of the other clearly marked exits within the Dunkin' Donut Center. We appreciate your attention to this announcement. Thank you. Ladies.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jalissa Garcia, and I want to welcome you all to the first day of our new lives. Can you believe that in less than an hour, Year Up will be graduating their 1,000th student? This is definitely a huge milestone in Year Up Providence history, and I wanted to take this time to not only thank you all for being here today, but to thank you all for being here every day during our Year Up journey. I want to give a special thank you to the Year Up Providence staff for being our biggest motivators and always reminding us that our hard work never goes unnoticed. Thank you to all of our corporate partners for believing in us and trusting the Year Up process. Also, thank you to the graduation sponsors who have made this celebration possible. Please hold your applause until the end. Our supporting sponsors: AAA Northeast, Bank of America, Bank Newport, Care New England, Cox Communications, Gilbane, and Navigant Credit Union. Our empowering sponsors: Amica Mutual Insurance, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Rhode Island, Hasbro, Jai CG, and Residential Properties. And our opportunity sponsors: CVS Health, IGT, and Lifespan. As I reflect upon the last year we spent together, I can't help but feel proud, lucky, and honored to be part of such an amazing class. Class 26. When I think of who we all are and what we are capable of, there's a certain quote by Ed Helms that comes to mind. Don't be afraid of fear, because it sharpens you, it challenges you, it makes you stronger. And when you run away from fear, you run away from the opportunity to be your best possible self. I want us all to remember to be our best possible self, no matter the situation we are put in. After today, we will no longer be known as Class 26 students, we will be known as Class 26 alumni. And to be a Year Up alumni is a great honor. Congratulations on this accomplishment, and Class 26, here's to us. And now I would like to welcome to the stage my colleague, Kyle Wiggins.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Kyle Wiggins, and I would like to thank you all for attending Year Up's Class 26 graduation. With that being said, all I can say next is, what a year, what a year. Well, it's more like 11 months, but it definitely felt like the full year. As I stand here surrounded by all the internship sponsors, Year Up staff, my colleagues, and their friends and family, I can't help but be overwhelmed with gratitude. Every single person in this room comes from different paths in their lives, and we all have different cultures and backgrounds. We all have different beliefs, and we all hold different values we define as true to ourselves. Yet today, as my colleagues and I graduate, we graduate as a community. Today, as we graduate, we celebrate as a family. And since we're all family now, if anybody has a cookout this summer and doesn't invite me, you're gonna hear about it. Today isn't just to celebrate my colleagues and me. Today we celebrate all the Europe alum who paved the way for us to be here, dedicated supervisors, and each internship that gave us the opportunity to achieve. We celebrate colleagues who we called friends but couldn't make it along the way, and we especially celebrate each person at Europe who believed in this class from the very beginning. Thanks to Europe and their incredible support system, I went from feeling like I could be somebody to knowing that I am somebody. For that, I am eternally grateful. Throughout the course of the year, my life has done a complete turnaround. I'm happier, I smile brighter, I present myself with more confidence, and I even found love. Hey, baby. Just because our time here at Europe will soon be over, that doesn't mean our story ends here. The world is now ours, so that means there's not a challenge we can't overcome or a goal that we can't reach. So on behalf of Class 26, Europe, we thank you. To my colleagues, know that I couldn't be prouder to be graduating with this class and that you'll always have a friend to lean on. And finally, persistence. What is it? Well, it's safe to say Europe alum know a thing or two about persistence. For us, it's as simple as staying in motion. To the entire Europe family, Class 26, and to those who came before us, as long as your heart beats and you're destined for more, stay in motion. Roll it.
Which way will you go? Okay, lead the way. Persistence? Well, persistence is nothing but staying in motion. So stay in motion. When you do, they will too. No matter how great the obstacle. Stay in motion. They will too. Keep moving. As long as your heart beats and you're destined for more. Because nothing can stop you. Stay in motion, no matter what. It's your motion that will turn into a movement. Okay, lead the way. Persistence? Oh, persistence is nothing but staying in motion. So stay in motion.
3,
You'll see that
2,
it's contagious.
1.
Stay in motion, no matter how great
the obstacle. Stay in motion. As long as your heart beats and you're destined for more, keep moving, because nothing can stop you. Stay in motion. They will too. It's your motion that will turn into a movement. Stay in motion, no matter what.
Amazing, my friend. Really good job. Thank you, Kyle. How about that video? Woo! Welcome, everyone. It is a beautiful day in downtown Providence, and we have so much to celebrate. Thank you all for joining us this morning. I'm Kathy Doyle. I'm Executive Director, and I have the absolute joy of working with our incredible young adults every single day. Today, we recognize 66 incredible young adults and the courageous choice that they made to change the course of their future by embracing a year of hard work and opportunity. They have built a strong and supportive community. They have proven their talent value at their internships, and they've approached every single day with unparalleled grit. Class 26, this is the day you've waited for. Stand up and be recognized. Come on. Up, 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 up. Woo! Yeah, yes. All right. All right, awesome. You can sit. Great. I'll let you stand again later, okay? All right. Today, we also celebrate the milestone achievement of 1,000 Year Up Providence graduates. If the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, then the journey of 1,000 graduates began with a single vision, almost 13 years ago, to bring Year Up to our great city and our great state. And that vision has been multiplied by 1,000 alumni stories of persistence and dedication and forward motion. We're so proud of our alumni. They are leaders in our Year Up movement. They are leaders in their community. From an economic perspective, our alumni contribute $125 million in wages to Rhode Island's economy. We're proud to say they also join a movement of almost 20,000 alumni across our country. My friends, that is impact, and that's what we need to keep doing. So we're thrilled to have so many of our alumni in the house this morning. Alumni, would you please rise and be recognized? Everybody up. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to get everyone on their feet. I'm going to quickly read 5 statements. If the statement applies to you, I'm going to ask you to stand and remain standing, and then we're going to ask us all that we hold our applause till the very end. So to our founding Year Up Providence leadership team, Gerald Trotavian, our CEO and founder, Paul Salem, our national board chair, and Sarah Enright, our founding executive director, please stand. You stand too, Karina. You stand too. And stay standing. Thank you. To the incorrigible Year Up Providence team and to our national support team, please stand. And to our past staff members, if you've worked for us in the past, please also stand. If you've interned at Year Up, please also stand. To our Rhode Island Board of Directors and to Megan Hughes, my predecessor, to our Alumni Board and our Leadership Council. Rise. If you are now, or you ever have been, a mentor, a donor, a volunteer, a corporate partner, a supervisor, have hired a Year Up intern, been an employer, helped us close the opportunity divide, please stand. Amazing. Family and friends of today's graduates and our amazing alumni, or if you support our program in any way that I haven't mentioned, please stand. Class 26, please stand. Class 27. All right. We have 750 people on their feet right now. This is a movement. It started in one place, and it keeps expanding, and we're going to keep expanding it. So I'd like to give you all a great big round of applause and thank you for all that you've done. So you can all be seated. Thank you. Friends, we have a call to action to serve more young adults in Rhode Island, and that is what we're going to do. And to do that, we're going to ask for everyone who's standing, we're going to ask for your continued support. So thank you for what you've done, what you are doing, and what you will continue to do. You will be hearing from us as we build our plan. Recently, a federally sponsored survey found that Europe graduates earn 53% more in wages than their peers. 53% more. This study was unprecedented, and it should and will change the way we look at serving opportunity youth in workforce development. In Providence, we're proud to do our continued share of serving with excellence. We've had no less than 80% retention, start to finish retention over the last 6 years, and no less than 95% positive employment outcomes as well. With the highest poverty rate in New England right here in our state, and young people like our graduates who are the talent our state needs, it will remain ours to do this work, to stand in the way of injustice. The road ahead is exciting. Rhode Island may be 1,000 miles small, but we're 1,000 alumni tall, and we have the power of all of you and a movement behind us. We're going to do this. So class 26, I want to start by telling you how proud I am of each and every one of you, and also to share how grateful I am, and I know the staff is, to have had the privilege and the honor of walking on this journey with you this past year. There are so many things that we are going to remember about your class. I'm going to talk about 3 of them right now. You could call them your legacy. I'm calling them your superpowers, and they are community, resiliency, and courage. When I think about the community that you formed, your care and dedication to one another is profound. Recently, you had a classmate who left the program, and you all advocated really passionately for him to come back. Remember that? And some of you asked me if I was upset that you did that. And my answer was then and is now, no. I admire that. And I'm going to ask you to never stop using your voice and your actions to help others. It is not only your legacy, it is going to be your continued responsibility. So keep doing that, class 26. Let's talk about courage. You all stepped into roles at Corporate Partners, and you impressed everyone with your professionalism, with your desire to succeed, and you got it done. The early result is that 50% of you this morning have jobs already. And for those of you who want to hire the other 50%, we have a talent corner. Come and see us later. Equally as impressive to me is how you use your personal story to advocate for important issues like immigration and workforce development. Your courageous voices helped Rhode Island pass a bill that allows DACA recipients in our state to renew their driver's licenses. You had the courage to sit with our state leaders, and your voices spoke for 800,000 DACA recipients who had no voice. That's incredible. And then we called Elvis one day and said, Elvis, we need you to come and testify in front of the Rhode Island House and Finance Committee. Can you do that? And he said yes, even though he works 2 jobs and has an internship and never sleeps. And Elvis showed up and delivered a really impressive testimony that was recognized by that committee. These are just a few ways that you've used your voices to help change perceptions and practices and policies in our state. It's really impressive, Class 26. There's a saying that goes like this: life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Your life and the lives of others have expanded because your courage has been endless. You all have stories of responsibility and resiliency, and I wish I could share them all, but we'd be here until the concert starts tonight. But almost 50% of you are graduating in the 500-point club. So what does that mean? It means it's like getting an A+, right? In program delivery, in modeling our core values, in time management, and in climbing over every single obstacle and just getting it done. This is leadership by example. And it's even more impressive when you think about the fact that over 75% of you worked a second or third job in addition to your internship, and you show up every day and you get it done. That is really impressive. I'm going to ask the 500-point club to please stand. As one of your colleagues, Chai, quoted in your Class 26 yearbook, you have 3 options: give up, give in, or give it your all. Class 26, congratulations for giving it your all. You are paving a future for yourself, and you're paving the way for those who come behind you. Beyond the congratulations, I want to say thank you for making us look so good. You guys have done an incredible job, and I've no doubt that the legacy of our program will come from your leadership. Had you never taken the first step, we would not be here today in the presence of greatness, community, and a movement. Stay in motion, Class 26. Stay in motion. I can't wait to see the places you'll go. So now it's my incredible honor to introduce our founder and CEO, Gerald Tratavian, the man who started this movement with a single vision, incredible courage, and unparalleled leadership.
Thank you very much, Kathy. You are an incredible leader. Round of applause for our wonderful executive director. We have a great team of individuals and staff here in Rhode Island, and that's because they have a great leader. So to the team in Rhode Island and Kathy, thank you. It's an honor for me to be able to say I'm a colleague of each one of you here in Rhode Island. I also want to say thanks to Paul Salem for taking my call about 16 years ago when I called you for the very first time and said, hey, look, we're thinking about Rhode Island, and we obviously can't do it without a champion and someone who's going to get heavily involved. So to Paul, thank you for taking a call from someone you didn't know 16 plus years ago. And I may have started Year Up, I get it, but Rhode Island is about your willingness to have the courage to take something to a new place. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, one thing I know for sure is the real magic of Year Up graduations ain't about me. It's about our students and your voices. And so I'm absolutely going to follow the 5 B's of public speaking. Do you know what those are? Be brief, brother, be brief. I'm just going to say a couple things. The first is, you really represent something incredibly special, right? The class that represents the 1,000th graduate here in Providence, Rhode Island, right? You represent that. It'll never happen again. It's a huge milestone for our community, for Year Up. And you have overcome any and all obstacles that may have tried to get in your way, and you kept your eye on that prize, the 500-point club. Man, I'm so inspired. What an accomplishment to achieve as you have achieved is amazing. And so when you walk across the stage, right, I want that held. You hold your heads as high as they can possibly be, right, because your future is unlimited. You have proven that already as you walk across the stage and usher in the next chapter of Year Up, right? Let's think about our 10,000th graduate here in this community. And I know that your futures are truly only limited by your imagination. And so when you think about that, as you head to your beds this evening, I want you to dream really big, right? Dream big and go to sleep and wake up the next morning and dream bigger. Have the courage to say, here's what I want to achieve. And you know what? You have already achieved so much. Never let anything limit that imagination and those dreams, and push yourself to dream bigger. And tell people about your dreams, right? Tell them what you're going to do with your life to have impact on those around you, because darn well you're going to probably do it. It will be a better country because of that. And I think we need you dreaming big for our country, and we will absolutely enjoy the fruits of those dreams in generations to come. So thank you for being who you are. Thank you for having the courage to dream big, and thank you for committing to make this country better tomorrow for our children. It'll come through you. Thank you. I also want to say just a couple more things, is that to recognize that you're part, like you stand tall today, each one of you, so that you have an individuality which is beautiful, but you're also part of a continuum, right? You are here today sitting in those seats because of the young people that came before you, that worked hard, that created opportunity. You're here because of them. Their brilliance allowed you the chance to sit in the seat you're sitting in, and at the very same moment, your ability to pull others with you as you head off into your careers, to lift while you climb for the rest of your lives, and pull others, encourage others, love others, to say you can do this too. That is your solemn responsibility, is you're part of a continuum in addition to standing tall as beautiful individuals. That duality is important to understand here, and I know I can trust you to take that responsibility to pull and lift others on this journey. To all the folks who are here in the audience, the milestone of 1,000 graduates is truly your result. It's a reflection of each one of you. It would not have happened if it isn't for the folks sitting in the seats listening and witnessing this beautiful celebration. It's your beautiful result. Each one of the people in this audience has contributed to make that something that has made this state richer. And I want to tell you something so you can appreciate your impact. Over the past 6 years in the United States, the percent of young people who are what was called disconnected has gone down by 21%. That's a good thing for our whole country, and it's a result of a lot of factors. It's, in fact, today lower than it was before the Great Recession. So more young people are connected, 21% more than 6 years ago. In Rhode Island, the percentage is 29%. Rhode Island now has the 4th lowest rate of disconnection of young people of all 50 states in the country. And if you look at that 1,000, and then you look at the 10,600 opportunity youth in Rhode Island, you can be darn sure that those 1,000 that you enabled, that you supported, brought Rhode Island to a place where it has exceeded the national average. You're ahead of 46 other states in this country. Year Up moved the needle in the state of Rhode Island, period. That happened on your watch. It is an absolute huge success story for what can happen when a group of concerned citizens decides to get in the way, and in the words of my friend and our hero, John Lewis, to make positive damage, create positive trouble, right? Get in the way. You have gotten in the way in this state in a way that has moved it ahead of most other states in the country, and we are just getting started. Very powerful. And so I want to thank you all on behalf of all the young people we have a chance to serve every day. They're grateful you're sitting in the seats today. They're grateful for your willingness to create opportunity in a country where we need mobility and opportunity for every young person in this country, which you have collectively done. We're grateful to you as an audience, and we can envision a country where many folks can look up at a ladder of opportunity and see some rungs on it that they can literally grab hold of. You're doing that here, and we can do that for this country. With that, I have an incredible pleasure of both speaking before one of our graduates, as well as introducing our next speaker. I've learned to try to speak before grads at Year Up. So I'm going to introduce Jafet, who is a senior associate at CVS Health. He's our alumni keynote speaker from the class of 14, so a few classes before you, and I'm honored to be able to introduce him to the stage today. With that, thank you so much, and welcome, Jafet.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sengiyumva Jafet, and you all know me by Jafet because my first name is a paragraph. It's a long name. Sometimes I misspelling it, so call me Jafet. And I am Year Up graduate, class 2014, a community college, class 2015 graduate, and a Rhode Island college, class 2018 graduate. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. If you can survive Year Up, you can survive anywhere else. So thank you. Yeah, my story is one of struggle and perseverance. It is about a person from disadvantaged backgrounds who has lived in different countries because of wars and overcame the struggles of an entire nation to continue in a positive path. My parents were from Burundi, but I was born in Rwanda. I grew up in Tanzania, escaping civil wars in both of my homelands. I have distinct memories of running from soldiers on foot by day with nothing in my stomach. I remember all the cries of the infants being ignored by their parents, as leaving them behind was the only way they could save themselves and the rest of their families. I remember the non-stop buzzing at night, a beautiful time for mosquitoes to party in people's ears, infecting my compatriots with malaria, who later passed away. They're not much more than bone and skin. It was a terrible experience. I moved from Tanzania to Kenya, from Kenya to Providence, Rhode Island, of all places. Life was complicated in each country I've been to. I had to learn not just cultures, but also languages. I moved to Rhode Island in 2009. The transition was very challenging while I spoke French, Swahili, Kirundi, and Kinyarwanda. Because of my age, English was pain, not just in my ears, but also in my tongue. I could not even make an order for a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, because when I tried, nobody seemed to speak French, Swahili, Kirundi, not even Kinyarwanda. It's crazy. I thought I was going to live like a sad bird trapped in a cage, sweating in its strange languages where nobody else could be understanding it. I can now get my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but I still haven't figured out ordering a Starbucks, where I'm convinced they don't speak English. I was too old to be in high school in Rhode Island, so I attended Job Corps program in Maine and worked hard to earn my high school diploma. When I returned to Rhode Island, I was motivated to create opportunities for myself. I heard about Europe and it seemed like a perfect fit. Europe picked me from the ground and it gave me a feeling of belonging in this community. With my 2-year-old English at the time, it was a very challenging program with very high expectations. I hated the interview that I had to do before I got accepted in the program. I hated arriving too early in the mornings, because it was not my type, like waking up that early. I hated speaking in front of people in a class, but after all, Europe is what I needed. I received a lot of support, practiced my English, learned professional skills and technical skills, and overcame my fear of speaking in public. A year later, I had the confidence to be our key speaker at our graduation in 2012. Thank you. I interned at CVS in the finance department, and I got hired during my internship time. I have never worked in a corporate setting, and I didn't have a background in finance. I'm thankful to Europe and to everyone who makes this program successful. Thank you so much. Six years later, I'm proud to say that I'm still at CVS as a senior associate on the Medicaid Solutions team. I am not your typical millennial who only stays at a job for 6 months and expects like promotion. Actually, none of Europe alumni are typical. Thanks to CVS for believing in me, and all companies believe in this young adult. Because I was given a chance, I now have a beautiful wife and 2 amazing daughters. Thank you. Thank you. I earned a bachelor's degree from Rhode Island College in accounting program. I'm also to announce that we closed on our first home last 2 months. Thank you so much. To class 26, this is just the beginning. You are professionals, hardworking young adults full of talents. Don't take this opportunity for granted. Keep moving forward. Nothing is easy. 1,000 alumni came before you and paved the way. It is your job now to honor them. Just like your parents want better for you and your grandparents want better for them, the responsibility is now yours to build on that legacy and continue to make them proud. Don't regret of any change, because everything that happened in your life produced you. Even your failures were your fantastic class. Reflecting back on my life experiences back in Africa and comparing to the opportunities afforded me today, I consider myself extremely fortunate to know that the only person holding me back from succeeding is me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good morning. My name is Debbie Gomes, and today I become a Europe graduate. As I cross this stage with my peers, I know we make the mission of closing the opportunity divide that many more steps to becoming a reality. And this is possible with the strength of our remarkable support system. Europe staff members, our coaches, our family and friends, and our mentors. Speaking of mentors, can I have the Class 26 mentors stand to be recognized by us all? Thank you for all that you do. I just want to express my gratitude to my mentor, Eric Bodner, for the investment of his time, energy, and assistance in my professional growth. He has been a source of constant motivation and counsel. To tell you the truth, he's felt more like a therapist. I met Eric last December at the mentor kickoff breakfast, and like many mentees, I did not know what to expect. I never had a mentor before, so of course, I went on Google and I searched, what is a mentor and what exactly do they do? Google said that a mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor. Well, Google was and is right. I also learned that this person would be responsible for helping me develop professionally. Eric does that for me, and more. When I found out I was placed at US Trust for my internship, I was really nervous because, again, I did not know what to expect. Honestly, I didn't even know what a trust was. Luckily, I had a mentor this time and gave Google a break. Besides explaining what a trust was, he taught me to take initiative, to ask questions, to learn as much as possible, and to remember to take things one step at a time. Eric informed me that it's okay not to know what to expect from new situations and to feel confident that I'll learn. The reason I know that it's okay is because there's people around like him to guide and support every step of this journey, from the learning development phase to the graduation stage. And I look forward to Eric's continued advice because as the soon-to-be portfolio management assistant at US Trust, yes, I got hired. I'm sure I'll be coming to him with many more questions. Today, I become a Europe graduate, and the experience would not have been the same without my mentor. Eric, thank you for being my most trusted advisor throughout this program. I'm so happy to honor you for being a truly outstanding mentor, and I'm ready for that trip to Boston. Everyone, Eric Bodner, recipient of the Outstanding Mentor Award.
Good morning. Success. What does that look like? Me, for one. In these long yet short 11 months, I have grown tremendously with the support of the Europe staff, my colleagues, and my family. But I stand here today to recognize one particular supporter who has helped me more than she may know. But before that, may I have all the supervisors stand to be recognized? Supervisors? This is a big thank you from your Europe interns. Our success is due in large part of your willingness to give us all a shot at greatness. From my supervisor, Michelle Pope, I learned what success could really look like, and I am so honored to be thanking her in this public way. I have so many memorable Michelle stories, but what stands out the most are our one-on-ones. It gave me the opportunity to do something I never had the chance to do, to talk about me for once, and what I need to do to succeed. How to get my life on track, how to build my credit, and pretty much how to become a real adult. From her care, words of wisdom, challenge, and faith, Michelle has proven to be more than just a supervisor. She is a mentor, a friend, a role model, all in one. Michelle is a woman who does indeed know what hard work looks like. She showed me that success is achievable, and she believed that my success was attainable. And she stood by me as I took those steps to making that success a reality. Her constant support and motivation has been unbelievable. Thanks to Michelle, I'll be starting CCRI this fall for part-time for Introduction to Social Work and General Studies. And I am also one of Citizens Bank's newest full-time employees as an IT strategy and planning analyst. And yes, I'll be staying on Michelle's team. Michelle, from our very first one-on-one, I knew you were a person I could confide in and a person who would set me up for success. I couldn't think of a better way to repay you than demonstrating what your support and belief did for me by facing my very rare fear of public speaking. I can do this now because you deserve recognition for the amazing person you are inside and out. Thank you for everything. I'm Natalia Otten, and I am blessed and grateful for this experience. Michelle, please come up and accept the Outstanding Supervisor Award.
You got it? Yep. Good morning, everyone. My name is Brandon Sook.
And my name is Alvin Morales Marrero. And, and we are part of Class 26 and proudly graduating today. Now, it's not just about us today, right? We also have to recognize our support system. So it is our pleasure to present to you guys the Outstanding Servant Leader Award. But first, let me tell you what a servant leader is. A servant leader is a person who puts their needs of others first and helps people develop and perform to their utmost potential. This perfectly describes our coach, Matty Burke.
Maddie has been serving the students and the staff at Europe since 2009. She started as a teaching assistant at Europe in Boston. She then moved to Providence as a business communication instructor, where she also wrote the customer service curriculum for the entire organization. She served as associate director of academics before her current role of academic director. She designed the training for our lifespan and healthcare students, has taught intro to computers, and she even moonlights as a personal finance instructor when we are in need. Over the years, she has taught over 1,200 students, coached over 70, and managed over a dozen employees.
Through hard work, passion, humility, and an unwavering commitment to opportunity youth, Mari has cemented herself as a leader at Europe across the country, supporting new hire training, working on national diversity, cultural competency committees, and leading groups within national academics.
We are grateful for her ongoing guidance. She is always willing to be supportive and has always sees the best in us. Thank you. Maddie, please join us on stage to accept the Outstanding Servant Leader Award.
Go, Coach!
Good morning. My name is Michaela Perez, and starting this fall, I will be pursuing my bachelor's degree in business management as a full-time student at Johnson & Wales University.
Greetings, everyone. I am Marlenis Mora, and I am a young professional who will be starting a position at Ocean State Job Lot as a learning coordinator. Michaela and I are two very proud members of Class 26. Together we have walked this journey, together we celebrate.
It is with great honor that we get to present the Outstanding Student Awards. The recipients of these awards were chosen directly by their peers for exemplifying professionalism, positive attitudes, commitment, and integrity. The winners of the Leadership and Excellence Award are Oriana Rodriguez and Devin Allen.
Oriana, it is clear that you have received this award because you are excellent. You are literally golden, and it's not just because of your hair color. It's because your positivity is always at an all-time high. I enjoy listening to you speak to me and other members of Class 26, filling us with motivation. That is such a strong characteristic, and it shows that you are a true leader.
Devin, you have held yourself to the highest possible standards of action and behavior, and have challenged yourself to always exceed expectations. In some of my hardest times, you supported me and encouraged me to continue pushing forward and to never give up. You give your all in everything you do, and you truly are a gem. It is for these reasons that you have been chosen to receive this award.
Oriana and Devin, please join us on stage to receive your awards.
The winners of the Community Supporter Awards are Haley Hutchins and Chris Chavaraga.
Haley, during your Community Leadership Council speech, you mentioned that you were a mom. I know that as parents, we love speaking about our little ones, and while you were giving the speech, it was clear that there was another message you wanted to send us. When I think about the word mom and motherhood as a whole, I think about constant support, dedication, love, and comfort. This is something you provided our community with. You have been an amazing supporter.
Chris, you have been a constant source of support and encouragement throughout this year-long journey. You continuously did your best to keep all of us energized and motivated to finish the program strong and together. As a member of the Community Leadership Council, you played a vital part in helping so many of our Class 26 members make it to the finish line. We are so grateful for all of your encouraging words and support.
Haley and Chris, please join us on stage to accept your awards.
August 1st, 2018. Today will never happen again. Once it's gone forever, and what we once knew as present day will become history for all eternity. Jerry Florima, I, the person that I am, will never happen again. You, the person you are, will never happen again. Everything we accomplish in our lifetime will be permanently sealed in history, and every great idea or impactful word left unspoken never even mattered. If I knew that in high school, I wouldn't have wasted so much time. I used to do nothing in class. By the end of my sophomore year, I was signing up for remedial summer classes for the second consecutive time. Honestly, I've been learning Year Up core values long before I came to Year Up. One of them is work hard and have fun. Don't work hard. Applying for college was not even a consideration. I was talking to Air Force recruiters and scored well on the military aptitude test. I thought my career as a security forces officer for the United States Air Force was already here. But instead came one of the most darkest, most humiliating and frustrating periods of my life. As a Canadian, born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, living in Rhode Island with a Haitian American aunt and uncle who adopted me, everything that was supposed to be simple about the transition wasn't. So I was stuck. It was impossible for me to enlist in the forces anytime soon. My classmates went off to college or to the military. Every morning, my cousin wakes up to go to school. My uncle wakes up to go to work. My aunt runs out to do errands. I, at 18 years old, once again was wasting precious time, counting the same four walls until my family returned home, feeling absolutely useless. I applied to job after job with no success. Finally, my aunt told me about Year Up. Year Up is an 11-month program that offers motivated young people an opportunity to learn the skills they need to thrive in the corporate world, and the chance to earn a 6-month internship with one of their esteemed corporate partners. It was almost 3 years ago when I heard about Year Up, but I wasn't ready then. As I said, Year Up offers motivated young people an opportunity, and I wasn't motivated enough to even finish the purposefully rigorous application process. So I worked a few part-time jobs. I signed a loan and I went to CCRI for a few semesters, taking general studies. I had no real focus, just aimlessly taking classes, until one day, I met a life insurance agent, of all things, who told me to apply for a job in life insurance, and I did. I got the job, but before I could actually work, I needed to be licensed. They gave me 1 week to learn life insurance and pass the licensing exam. But at this point in my life, a switch had flipped in my mind, and I did it. I strived to learn everything about life insurance, and I did it. This was a turning point in my life. I became an adult, ready and willing to take on challenges. This was the moment I realized it's not about having the best opportunities, it's about making the best out of the opportunities you have. And with that, I can say I was the worst life insurance agent ever. But I can say that proudly because I put everything I had into that job. I worked 6 days a week, 50 to 60 hours a week. And when I wasn't working, I was on YouTube trying to find sales techniques to improve myself. I was always tired, and although I didn't feel like I was wasting time anymore, I did feel like I was wasting life. So I made the choice to leave. Fast forward a few months, and I applied to Year Up again. This time, I recognized the opportunity, and I took it. I carried my eagerness and newfound passion straight into the learning and development phase, where I was surrounded by so many ambitious people. We learned the hard skills to obtain a job and the soft skills to keep one. We learned about each other, we built trust, and became like a family. The high expectations Year Up held us to was coupled with high support from our mentors, our coaches, colleagues, instructors, and every member of the staff giving us feedback, reminding us to trust the process, and of course, telling us to check our emails. Then came internship. Mine was at Textron. I was so nervous and confused the first few weeks, It's intimidating being the least experienced person in the office. But my supervisor, Kelly, treated me like every other member of the team, trusted me with real responsibilities, and gave me challenges. I learned how to better manage my time, communicate effectively with my manager, and gain confidence in myself as a professional. I am looking to utilize all these skills in whatever role I find myself in next as I continue my job search. I'm just letting that sink in with some of the hiring managers in the audience here today. How you doing? But on a serious note, Class 27, as you start your internships, you're not going to see your Europe colleagues every day anymore. Do not let that discourage you. You came here to be successful. Class 26. You're not going to see your Europe colleagues every week anymore. Do not let that discourage you. You came here to be successful. Just remember, there are more than 1,000 other Europe success stories from Providence, but you only happen once. No one else can give the world what you have. As we enter the corporate workforce, continue to be ambitious. Recognize opportunities, and as the job offers come in, remember to check your emails. Congratulations, Class 26.
Good morning. Man, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate Class 26. Yes. My name is Adonis Morales, and I'm a graduate from Class 23. I was placed in the IT track and interned at Pfizer in Groton, Connecticut as an analyst supporting their IT data center consolidation program. I'm currently a business operations analyst supporting the Americans Inside Sales team at Dell EMC, and I'm one of the newest members of the alumni board here at Providence. This opportunity helped me realize the importance of staying engaged after graduation so that we could continue to lift while we climb as we take action in closing the opportunity to divide. This will help change the narrative as to how young urban adults are perceived in America. So with that being said, Class 26, can you please rise for the alumni pledge? You guys ready? I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association, I will continue to uphold and promote Year Up's mission and core values. I will strive for excellence and realize my potential. I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up, its students, and its alumni. I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity divide. I take this oath freely as a promise to lift while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up. Welcome, Class 26, to the Year Up National Alumni Association, and congratulations on all of your achievements. I'm proud of you, and I'm sure everybody else is. You guys can sit down now. At this point, I would like now to welcome our chair of the board, Ted Fisher, to the stage.
Good morning. So, I guess I'd like to start by saying I find it impossible to believe that any employer out here wouldn't want employees that were part of a 500-point perfect points club. I mean, they do everything right every day. They show up, they get it done. So I'm going to start by saying that Kathy mentioned it earlier. We do have a talent corner in the background, including our previous speaker, who made it known that he may be available if you're interested. But we're going to have some young adults back there, recent graduates, and I hope you'll visit back there and meet your next employee. My job is pretty simple here. It's just to say thank you. I look out at this room, it's incredible to me to think that 26 classes ago, I was with Sarah Enright going to boys and girls clubs and guidance counselors trying to fill 22 seats for our first class. And the challenge was nobody believed that this was real. No one believed that you could get college credits, that you could get a stipend, that you could get an education internship. They thought it was some type of scam. And the scam's turned into 1,000 graduates in Rhode Island. And I can't thank all of you enough for being part of that community and part of this incredible movement. So thank you. So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a few folks. Paul and Gerald, I cannot imagine more passionate, dedicated, and inspired leadership than you've provided. Sarah, Megan, Kathy. Rhode Island leads this country in a lot of ways in terms of Year Up because of the incredible leadership that goes to work every day in service of our young adults with amazing team and amazing community. And you all deserve so much credit. I'm honored to be part of the movement that you've started, so thank you. Kyle, you mentioned something earlier, and I figured out that 13 years ago, I found love too. My love is Year Up. Year Up has profoundly changed my life more than it could possibly change any individual life. And I think everyone sitting in this room shares that. So it's not about our incredible alums, it's not about our incredible students, it's about all of us. Because all of us are better because Year Up happened and we got to intersect in the lives of folks who deserve the opportunity in the first place. And because of everyone in this room, because of the legacy of our alumni, because of incredible 26 graduates today, we are continuing to build this movement. And I am so excited to see what comes next, but we will get to 1,000 and 2,000 a lot faster than we got to 1,000 because of all of you, so thank you. Last thing I'd like to say is I'd like to recognize our incredible leadership council and our alumni board. I'd like to have my fellow incredible, passionate board members join me over on the stage here as we welcome our graduates through. And these cards on your desk, called high five cards, there are lots of ways you can get involved with Year Up. It's my greatest honor in life to be chairman of the board of Year Up Providence, but my role as mentor to incredible young adults like Adalberto, who started his job at Fidelity a week and a half ago because they couldn't wait to have him. This is a special day, and I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited to be here and have this happen. I look around at so many incredible faces in this room that have supported this since the beginning, and new faces that are going to be here. We're going to continue this movement. We started in Orm Street over at the Marriott. We had a small room. We grew out of that, went to the convention center. Now we're filling the Dunk. Let's do this, Class 26. George Nepo with the awards. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. My name is George Nippo, and I'm the Senior Director of Program at Year Up Providence. And after hearing from the graduates this morning, and as Ted said, I'm sure that many of you are wondering how you can add these talented young adults to your organizations. If you're looking to hire a Year Up graduate, as he said, we invite you to meet us directly after the ceremony in the Talent Corner, which will be located in the registration area. We also invite our guests to join the graduates at the Friends and Family reception located on the 3rd floor. It's up there where those balloons are. It's pretty fancy. Feel free to hang out up there. And now, without further ado, the reason that we're all here is that I have the privilege of reading all of the names of the Class 26 graduates. And with that, I ask that Laide Ayapola, who interned at Cox Communication, join me on stage for her Year Up certificate. Devin Allen, the Washington Trust Company. Kevin Am, Embrace Home Loans. Bianca Arujo, Amica Mutual Insurance. Julio Avalos, Lifespan. Tayasia Brooks, Citizens Bank. Jamie Carvalho, Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island. Adalberto Castillo Jr., Lifespan. Chris Chavarriaga, Fidelity Investments. Alan Cruz, Dassault Systems. Oscar Cruz, IGT. Jeresi De Leon, Amica Mutual Insurance. Ashley Fernandez, Citizens Bank. Alberto Ferreira, Providence Equity Partners. Jennifer Figueroa Jorge, Citizens Bank. Jerry Florima, Textron. Arami Francisco Diaz, CVS Health. Julissa Garcia, CVS Health. Elvis George, Gilbane. Debbie Gomes, U.S. Trust, Bank of America. Ariel Hernandez, CVS Health. Ashley Hernandez, Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island. Daisy Hernandez, Hasbro. Haley Hutchins, Fidelity Investments. Michelle M., Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. Arlene Jimenez, Citizens Bank. Oluwayemi Kiati, Citizens Bank. Chai Ku, Embrace Home Loans. Emily Landero, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. Joycey Lewis, U.S. Trust, Bank of America. Natasha Yaverias, Hasbro. Sael Lopez Best, Citizens Bank. Gregory Matos Nova, Amica Mutual Insurance. Darling Melgar, Fidelity Investments. Brian Mendoza Feliz, Amica Mutual Insurance. Armando Mora, Fidelity Investments. Marlenis Mora, Ocean State Job Lot. Alvin Morales Marrero, Citizens Bank. Marianne Moreno, Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island. Jeranis Nunez, Citizens Bank. Natalia Odson, Citizens Bank. Logan Paulus, State of Rhode Island. Michaela Perez, Care New England. Sergio Perez Carrillo, CVS Health. Tyrese Armani Fay, Amica Mutual Insurance. Charelis Pimentel Lugo, Citizens Bank. Darlene Rodriguez, Amica Mutual Insurance. Yvonne Rodriguez, FM Global. Oriana Rodriguez, Citizens Bank. Pamela Rodriguez, Hasbro. Amanda Roig, IGT. Keisha Rock, Fidelity Investments. Albert Rosado, Lifespan. Justin Sanchez, FM Global. Jonathan Santiago, Fidelity Investments. Aniki Sangchanthavong, Swarovski. Eric Smith, Embrace Home Loans. Monica Sokop Koshach, Amica Mutual Insurance. Brandon Sook, the Washington Trust Company. Shayla Tejada, Citizens Bank. Stanley Toribio, Hasbro. Genesis Trinidad, State of Rhode Island. Carlin Velasquez, Fidelity Investments. Kelly Wall, Lifespan. Stephen Walsh, Bank Newport. And Kyle Wiggins, Providence Equity Partners. Thank you everybody for coming. Please join me in congratulating Class 26.
Yo, can we dip?
Get Derek! Get it, Jerry! Huh? What?
Vamos, I'm gonna go. I'm out.
Where's my mom, though? I'm getting off the stage.
I'm out of Yamba, get off here.
Thank you all.
Right, that makes sense.
So we go now? We go now?
Nah, stay up here. What you mean? I'm staying. I'll stay, but I get kicked out.
Thank you. You guys were amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, we sold out an arena. Let's go. Right? Oh my God, yours!
I thought she was over there.
Yeah, she's right next to her with a camera.